ya munyina makwa ba yetrase na yedi nkomo ahodo na leading member Edema movement for change yowura Solomon Owusu na odensa odo de atudwa a wo chese wono pa de so besa go back to MPP amanyoko pa de ene akabonsa mfa nya tampiko ne nyina ene semra na ebe somewhere 2016 wono mo back 2017 wono no ade bia MPP members bi ede ye no de sade no ya ode a odi odeso de ho ya papa nya aseketo se abranti a wasisu a wo bobra foforo na ompeso mugu na dwuma no ono angasa kura no yese kunu sa aka ho de anya de so besa return back to MPP amanyoko ni mo ode nchemu European na de atodwa de ntia ono onsa nko back to MPP amanyoko ni mo Solomon Owusu atuna no moto de ho nchemu European ababonten yenkwai na yentie no ye bai ba betrase na fei ye din sam no so ho enkomo bafo. If there is anybody, and today I'm saying it on record, that would never make me to go back to the New Patriotic Party, then it is Bafwe again. His law firm, together with this court, because of politics, on the altar of politics, I had gone for a facility from the NIB.
As a
businessman. And today I'm opening up. And this is real, live situation. You are talking about this Chief Justice.
Over 4,000 people are watching us. Please open up. Let's look at your own.
I went for a facility from NIB in 2016. 2016, was it Akufo-Addo that was in power? Was it MPP? It was John Mahama. I bought 10 buses of Toyota Hiace. I'm a transporter. I had finished paying NIB on the altar of politics. When we started Alan Akufo-Addo business, quickly, Agyapong and his firm, they were...
While you were in MPP?
MPP. They were working for NIB as external lawyers. They went to court, filed that buses that were working has to be preserved. If I am owing a court, I owing a bank, and you take me to court, at the end of the day, if it is proven that indeed I was owing, would I not be made to pay the money? But the judge in the court decided to preserve the buses for a year and a half. All these buses had been cut.
They were just parked.
In fact, your lawyer just confirmed it to me.
It's okay. They shouldn't go there. And therefore, these people, when sometimes when we are speaking, if they know the damage that the Akufo-Addo and his people have got during their term, I lost close to $4 million. A young man that is growing up in his business, they wanted to kill me. The only reason why I survived was that I was doing business with my wife. Can you imagine you waking up with your wife and not knowing what to do? At a point, the judge there, you said you have preserved the buses. I gave, what do you call it, the keys. I went to the court myself to see the registrar. And that registrar there, the Contempt registrar, hey, look, the students are not this morning.
Calm down.
Because we have a lot of things in the house.
Investors are watching.
So the judge preserved the buses.
And you are talking about your experience.
My experience. Now.
And this was a high court?
High court. I went there and then asked, told the court that these were, I have parked the buses here, they should go and take the buses. And then when these people didn't go for the buses together with the court, they sat there and later filed contempt application against me. We said, what have we done? We did search at the court to even find out whether they have orchestrated or put in motion processes to even go for the buses. There was none. One fine afternoon, I went to the court with my wife, and the judge said he had ruled that I was in contempt of court, and that I had to pay 30,000 on the spot. Either than that, me and my wife were going to Isawun. Can you imagine? And this is all happening last year. I said, what is happening here? I am not a soft nut to crack. So I said, yes, I will deal with these people. We went through the motion, and they lost the case. June 2024, I won the case, and that my buses were to be released to me. Do you know what Agyapong and his friend did? Anytime I was ready to go for my buses, they will file a stay of execution. They filed frivolous applications. They will file it at the High Court. From there, they will move to the appeals court until there was a change of government that they stopped.
But I thought you know him personally. You all were in the MPP, so I'm surprised.
I'm telling you the wickedness. This is not law. They are talking about investors. Who is an investor more than I do? Or you think the white man coming to this country is only an investor? If you were treating the people in this country in this manner, treating a Ghanaian business, I had never went for any contract, not even a one city contract from the MPP government. I was doing my private business, and the cheek of it was that I was even using my money to finance the MPP at Okankwe South. Go and check Okakwes out. Those that were financing them. You have not even given me a contract, and you are talking about Kuja, talking about investors. Do they know the damage that they do in the court? They should have known some of this. So they must be the last people. Let me say that John Mahama will be criticized if you go false foul of the law. But those that must be the last people to be talking about rule of law in this country must be the MPP.
Going by the experiences and your own observations as an ordinary Ghanaian, what do you think is the perception that keeps going negatively against the judiciary, and why?
The judiciary is corrupt. Let me tell you. I have dealt with them. If anybody comes to tell you, another time there's another judge. I will come and mention his name here. I will show you the ruling.
Okay.
Hey, I looked at the judge and said, were you able to do this? You were conceived for 9 months and you did this.
It's okay. It's okay.
So it is corrupt. Me, I'm a practice. I go there as a businessman. Always, if you're a businessman, your place is the court. And the things that happens there, LBG is the lawyer, so you may not say it, but I can tell you that because of their actions and inactions, that is why I wanted this whole Chief Justice matter to be heard in camera, so that people will begin to hear this. If they open up, the number of people that will come out with their issues on this Chief Justice, it will marvel the state. So if you want us to keep it secretly, that's why I've advised her that by now she must be negotiating her exit, so that peace prevails.
Right, I'm saying people quote in Solomon Owusu, our leading member, a movement for change in the any chabu and yet transfer fee, your D and someone on so home and come on, and I hear in common.
Asemia Solomon Owusu Erkin. Say I'm padia, let's say, I confirm the Bia Samaya and Amekase, Manyame, and Mobi Binibia beam, because Bibini Jimmy and I know she changed them. Who said before leave to say a hand cotona. Who's a oko abafon cotona. I owe go back at Momo to Tom, so any room in every bucket in Mogani. Yeah. Covaquas or Quanabacos on 9 I ching that twine, Amoka, but to win a pea. Yeah. By answer, don't come in a bucket in him. About quiet so pursuit and a prank. Siakambadoni and a half. Sabe pepe. Yes, sorry, ye pet investors. Abba Ghana, Abba invested. The who's the answer near a Juma. Near per coin biasa on my phone, Netuman. Yes. Nabibini me ya a bad day, I dream I would because Bruni be Juma. Why the system they say if it be private businesses and private public partnership. In Tuko Bruchida, a dying crowd must see more of them now. I even do say a buying the but private people are running. Yeah. So what I say, because they want the system to be very flexible for everybody. I don't think any Bruni Krum, yen chia dan cabosome. Na ebusua pani bia nentum mu kan so otwetrum na ono no obi awu no a ye de dan agya no no wa nentum mu kan say yi na abranti bia osi su ko handa no meje 4 years advance meje 1 advance me kroma sa make obi binya sa na make meje 4 years advance 4 years nti abamu a osi so sika senko na wo so wa mokro no amfamu a fanso yo obi adwuma le fanse ni pakrokratri mu ye otua
dan boy ediama dan kwa 1000 Ghana month
1000 Ghana woka wa na san kwase afo na afo mu agent no agent fo mo nyina mo ma me baby oh yes omo na ma dan boy de woni oba obi wona dan de yaso metua ma dan
obi ama sese o
bi ama sia da bi nyamanya bi ama sia o dan de come betum de agisei ebia mfase ni pakopa so de ebia 300 Ghana a month. I say we dey be 500. Oh, me nyu obi aba jikura na zenu nkonfo e pedan. Na wa ya sabe ono commission be koso. Oh, say dey say Jimmy esem na ewumu no.
Dey na rent control for your teachers be say agent for.
Am kwa na form kwa sasa ko.
Obe so agent about rent control be ma ombra ni ade na a guide the way.
Etim no aya na enema esisi no nheda en so ani. It's yes ya na ya ni dia e wo se etumi system in the way na branto ono asisu na o run business akwaji loan mi tie ne kasa na o se okwaji loan e wo National Investment Bank ata kwara mama mreso o se 2016 ese mama mreso akwaji akoto basa e adwuma na ono ani fiefo bible si be fiefo na tamfo tiri a start tata no na court court nso on no be eka am say den e be cars na si ho car na si ho e be ye wuni ana wo se ana wo de be ye o de sen banku abakwa sankumankwa agusu atetiare
enye bi na adwasafo aka ye say obapa obi obapa bo party ni aye ni say
chese bibini chimia mamdwena okura na ya means I'm proud to be a Ghanaian. Sure. But when you hear these kind of things I am say na dey chimie ni obenya sa ukrom ni so establishing oba Ghana ha Lebanese for India for ahowo kuma sem more ya benya South Africa for na besisi here na ya fi ni Yesu bi enso be frustrate too san so ahowo egu kro yen tata wo into kwabra ne ko 315 tunu anya gu bucket na de ma workers mu nu nsoro na say ya ante obi afa makwa nwo bi ma wakofo wa ma afa nso nwo bi ani se mako nso nwo bi ani because indigenous Ghanaians na takwade for kan bon here that here ye ne enim ye hawo etu ono wa bre no benya sikasa na se ko ya na RMK so wan akwa Richmond wan niamakwe such people we need to guide them. Yes. We need to protect them because our businesses be blow they bo man grow for unemployment so as you ever frustrated no yet kroman more than a once be aba onya kwaye be ne pe yes kurasini bia ho mo brother ho se ne yonko di foto akoto plenty ene ya ni asuma
to ye sa to na account
diary for ahiafo ma bia ohu ayi 1 billion kwese gwa ho betwa ahwe to otis obi akoto private jet at the age of 40 no ene ya eti dey so mo so ken if only he is not exaggerating e bi on keka bi mumu a eye nimgu asesem pa someone am party for because they think say wonya sika no a ayi odeboko akoboala nchemata campaign tin say dia ye frustrate mu business ye just that na ye de sika na wi ne sanka chada ba ye to anko bedi ka sako on so na dia ko bedi aba enso to ko do they say ko wa yeda system so sako she hiu
it's a period for close to phrase chada as ye to carry ade
oh anti the echo so ya time oh the same thing opa me ma GCB Ghana ha say obi biara o si so a oye se wo nya sika oye bibia that birthday party na pe owie pension business na gu yeah metua my instances yesusa no na yo ayi kumasi na yo ayi papa bia o produce seminar pa apino soap so kai apino yes apiamenka soap no apino no one tooth apino 2000 or seminar different about time memu aja akra sapa opa ya so bida ba si store na ya so bia na ja so nya kakra to botum and odi birthday party bia sa na then president na yiriko obi eba mo start tata no adanya ono akoni kuru gina ayi was alleged me nsheda nkai papa ogina simple ka so koto sa kwansem no de ko boa me amaye party di mo bi ento the same way ayi company ka service by a life almost the same thing ya mutuni aka anti bibini jimie no ano ohyechen dam it's sad ya awrade we dey nyese mature dey ye ennese ubo wiase a emu bibini bi abiem obobon so awadawroma no one select kakra omo achimie wom to one pioma kogu se don gogu Saudi Arabia ho ba bi om de bombo ahye omo hwo anwa because enyefe say young man was so awabobo sia mo say because of politics nti wo say ugu na adwuma na basas no ono kwa na betra nyina matu otu ekota kra na wafa bia ba na wasa be fa rekwa na wafa nkofo ayi adwuma mom so so koma no but they don't think about this that political infina abento achieve ya na honto no I'm not saying Solomon Owusu akanti no no kra bia nkwa na nkwa so no kululu we bi kra fa mu anas because they say bi kan but whatever it is they say there's always an element of truth in every rumor once our can there's no smoke without fire baby and we say free the possibility say just one high any idea etomo yo nya sa adwompon na before the sa mo baba ye on popular any sa na ma no
right tell us your like share na fa comment in the comment section as if am I yakramo